Today's Anime Defenders video, I will be showing you guys how to get a bunch of bushes in the new update. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by this year. And also subscribe for the Rexon. To get the Rexon, you need to be subscribing and liking the video. The Rexon has been real lately in my Discord. I've been checking it out and also in the YouTube comment section. I'm just being real for me. I've been getting Almighty Gojo. Went from regular Gojo to Almighty Gojo, Mighty Icarus, Demon King. Like, the luck has been real for me, so it might be real for you. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video. Also, thank you guys so much for the support. So because of this support, I'm going to start doing more frequent giveaways in my Discord server with new requirements. So join my Discord server down below to enter these giveaways. I have one giveaway going on right now, but I've got better ones coming soon, and you can also be in videos if you join my Discord server down below. But enough of the yip yap, let's get straight into the method. Okay, so you can actually solo the new Nightmare Hall of Mirrors, which a lot of people genuinely don't know, and you can actually do it with some of your alt accounts. Obviously you can have 10 alt accounts in one, but the only thing is, I don't know if you bring more people, the health is going to increase. I know people that can bring a couple, but I don't know if people can bring all 9 alt accounts in one maid. I don't know, depends on how good your alt accounts were ever. But if you do run a solo my account and you keep grinding it, you will get a decent amount of wishes. Nothing too insane, but it is an easy way of gems, which I'll get into in the second method. But enough of the yip yap about that. Okay, so first method is going to be soloing Nightmare of the actual stage. It's probably going to be the worst method because no one should I grind 5.7 years on the new stage, if being completely honest. That includes myself. But the units and how you're going to do it, genuinely, it's not as hard as you probably think it is. Now, if you don't have Almighties, I'm going to put you on. I'm going to put you on afterwards if you do have Almighties. Okay, let's say you don't have Almighties. You want to use the multiple placement units. Even if you have Almighties, you're probably still going to want to use the multiple placement units. Now, I'm probably going to put the multiple placement units on the screen right now. So I'm going to do that real quick because I'm editing and doing a voiceover. So let me just put them on the screen. So these are the units you can use to solo the stage, whether you have Almighty on them or not. And especially all these are going to be full placement units, make them quite good even if they don't have Almighty. And you can get traits like Sonic, you get traits like Requiem on them, which are easier to obtain than Almighty, and they will be very, very effective. Now let me put you on. I'm going to talk about each unit. Now Bear King, I'm probably going to talk about least because you guys probably know most. Pretty much he's quite good. He does the bleed and he's multiple placement. Crimson Demon Ninja and Flame Dragon, they do the same thing. They do tons of burn and their DPS is quite high, and both of them, Requiem is going to be better than them than Almighty, and you can place loads of them, so there's great DPS. But what I'm trying to say is you don't need Requiem on these guys, but it will help you solo it quicker, and you can probably bring more guys that you want to carry if you do have Almighty them. But if you don't, you can still solo it, because what you're doing is you're putting multiple of these units on each path, and you're trying to mix the little effects, which I'll get onto a little bit later on. But what I'm trying to say is you want to bring those units, then you want to bring the little Ice Dragon girl. Why? Because she's a multiple placement and she's freezing very, very often, and she does some damage, but she's freezing them very, very often. So you want to like spread that out on each path. But she's very, very good and actually quite underrated. And when I make my next tier list, I'm definitely going to be making major changes and definitely putting her quite higher up there, if I'm being completely honest. Now, Demon King is a very, very underrated unit, and not many people talk about Demon King, but he is very, very effective in this game mode, and not just in this game mode, for infinite runs, leaderboard runs, and things that are longer stages, or just really just a good overall unit. If you get Requiem Demon King, he actually does 1000 more DPS than Almighty Gojo. However, he is not better than Gojo in my opinion, because Gojo's full AoE, massive range, and does a slow. Demon King, however, has pretty good AoE, not full AoE, but at the end of the day, he's way more friendly to get, and he's also very, very good with Sonic. Sonic is his second best trait, and yeah, he also slows. So Demon King is actually very good, very underrated. You don't even have to have a trait on him to obviously do solo. It's more about whether you want to bring people with you to do it solo, because what a lot of people think is high DPS, high damage units, bunch of Almighties, easy solo. Now you can obviously take that route and solo this, but it's not the only way to do it, which I feel like people are not understanding. Like, you can have, if you have these guys with Requiem, you can bring multiple accounts. If you have other guys like, let's say Almighty Sung Jiwoo, who's very, very effective for this, but Almighty, which is why I'm not showing him, very, very effective. Almighty Gojo, very, very effective, but so is Requiem, so is just regular Gojo. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. But then, like, you could do it either way, but the more accounts that you bring with you depend on the traits that you have on these good units. So the ones I haven't put on the screen but are quite good is going to be units like Almighty Sungju Woo, Almighty Gojo. Now I already talked about that. Then I'm trying to think about it on the spot. I mean, Shadow Dragon obviously, but are you really going to be grinding this after Shadow Dragon? It depends. If you want to flip wishes for gems, grind this, guys. Trust me, grind this. But I don't know. There's definitely more, but I can't think on the spot. But units like Hikari's okay because he has pretty good range. But not the units I'm going for. Igris, pretty good, I guess. He's full AoE. His range is pretty good, I guess. Legion Captain's okay because he does the summons, but it's summons are okay. So it's not on Sung Jin Woo's level, if I'm being honest. But yeah, pretty much use these units. Use Pink Demon Mage, obviously. That's a must-have. Say Pink Rockstar, you want to use Pink Rockstar. And no matter what team you use, yeah, use the best units that you can, best traits on these units that you can. But have Pink Demon Mage and Pink Rockstar in there every single time. Then for the rest of the DPS units, but have those two. You must have those two in the team. But yeah, depending on how good you are, you can bring ult accounts. I know a guy that uses 5 ult accounts, but obviously he's quite overpowered at the game. So depending on how many ult accounts that is, that's up to you. You gotta test that for yourself. But that is the first method, probably the worst method, because I'm not trying to grind all that, and you probably aren't either. But genuinely people do, and they don't do it just to get wishes and summon. They do it to sell the wishes and get gems. But yeah, let's get straight on to the next method, and the method that you guys are probably more likely to use. Okay, so the next method, you probably already assumed it is going to be the trade hub. Now, a lot of people are actually undervaluing wishes, and some people are just understanding the value of wishes. So wishes shouldn't be going for any more than 30k. Realistically, on average, you should be selling it for 30k. But that does not mean that you cannot snipe wishes for cheaper than that. So we're gonna go find some wishes and show you that maybe you can snipe them. I mean, I don't know how long this is gonna take, but realistically, you can find them. If you find a wish, like one wish, you can do the maths. Like if you see a guy selling 5 for whatever price, just make sure it's per 15k. If you find something per 15k to 19k or 20k, you can make a profit out of that. But it's not about making a profit, it's about if you want to buy wishes for cheap. But if you want to make a profit and make gems, you can buy for cheap, sell it for high. But realistically, you can actually find wishes for quite cheap. But right now, I've hopped 2 servers, I can't even find any wishes on the Trading Hub. Obviously, you can find it on Discord, but the thing about finding wishes on Discord is they're probably going to sell it for an actual more valid price if you find it on Discord. Like, they're probably going to sell it for, you know, a more reasonable price. But if you look in the Trading Hub, you keep hopping servers, you're going to find some fraudulent prices. And what you potentially could do is you could do this with any gems, yeah. But if you just keep hopping Trading Hub servers and not just sniping wishes, but sniping units. Like if you see a unit that is really, like, let's say, because some people don't even know the value of Shadow Dragon, for example, still. But like pretend you see, let's see Chance King. He has a wrap of 1 million, Shining Chance King. And you see some guy selling it for 600k. You could sell that. You can buy it and then sell it again. So you can flip stuff. But what I'm talking about mostly is wishes. Because some people just, they get wishes and then just sell it, but it's like for like a ridiculous low price. I see somebody sell wishes for 5k gems. Now I'm trying to show you people selling it, just so we can like show. But I don't know, it's taking me 10 years to teleport for some reason. But yeah, the best course of action is to use public servers, because that's where you really find you'll find like people either insanely overpricing their units or insanely underpricing it. So if you're patient and you got gems, you can easily buy wishes for cheap, sell the wishes, and then buy wishes again, and then just keep repeating that cycle, and then you'll have a lot of gems. And whether you decide you want to buy wishes and then have loads of wishes, or you can do something else with them gems, I'm just saying. But it's definitely a method I saw a lot of people do when the update first dropped. I know somebody, when the update dropped, they had 100k gems, and they bought some guy's wishes, yeah, because for some reason they're selling 5k each. And then he's ended up with around like 200 wishes and 300k gems, so pretty good. And if you just sold those wishes, he'd have way more gems. But yeah, okay, so let's see these wishes right here. One for 27k. Now this is way too high, so you would not buy these. But like, let's see if there's any units you could potentially snipe here. I'm too broke, but I mean, Almighty Igris goes for 1.2 million, but this is not too much of a snipe, if I'm being honest. Like like it's a little bit less, but it's not really worth sniping. You have to make sure that it's worth sniping, if I'm being honest. And to know real values for units, just go on Discord really, because that's where you probably find more people that are selling for the real price. Public servers are where you're most likely to find the most delusional people selling for the most outrageous prices. That's what I'm saying. You can flip and snipe in public servers, because there's people that will do ridiculous prices, like ridiculously cheap and then ridiculously expensive. So yeah, and like you can even find people, apparently like a guy sold his shadow dragon for 100k. I try to find a screenshot somewhere, but yeah, it's like the trading hub should not exist, honestly, in my opinion. I mean, not trading, but like trading gems and rerolls, because stuff like that happens. It's like, oh my days, it's just outrageous, man. Then you got the whole alt counts. But yeah, you could alt account farm if you're willing to get a 1% drop rate, you know. Look, I know a lot of people aren't, including myself, but if you are, then you are, because I know there are some people like that. Or you can do the trading method. But yeah, there's one more method that we're going to point out, but I'm just trying to find like a cheap wishes so I can show you for the video. But okay, I'll try hot one more server, but like barely anyone selling wishes anymore. Before, on the window of the drop, there's so many people. And also, if you want to know the servers that you should probably go for, is Singapore or Germany, in my opinion. Those are where I found most of my snaps, and other people have told me. I'm not trying to say anything about those regions. I'm just saying that's where we got lucky. It's not a proven fact or anything, but yeah, if you want to go Singapore, Germany, go Germany. But my point pretty much is, buy wishes for cheap, 15k, 20k, and then sell them for higher, like, I don't know, whatever you want. 30k, don't go over 30k though. And what you should do if you want to actually get the sales, go AFK overnight, open your booth here. I don't know why it's asking me. Open your booth, try to find a server that has a lot of people in it, get in that server, and then just open up a booth and go AFK once you're selling your wishes. And people will come by it, like just come by 1, come by 5. But yeah, and also I recommend you just sell them 1 by 1, because some people are not really trying to buy like 10 wishes, if I'm being honest, because some dons aren't rich like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the trading hub method. Look, I kept teleporting but I couldn't find anything. But yeah, shout out to the last method. Okay, and then the last method, the method that's gonna help you least, and probably we're useless we point it out, other than spending 5.7 years on the game if you're free to play, is spending Robux. Okay, the best method is always gonna be spending Robux with this, if I'm being completely honest. But I just wanted to let you guys know you can solo, and you also can use the trading hub, because like people don't realize, like I swear I'm not joking, I see the most outrageous snipes. Like someone sold their shadow dragon for like 500k gems and 6k rerolls. Like, are you okay? Like, so in my opinion, trading hub's the best for this whole entire game. Like getting good at the game, once you have enough funds, just start nerding out trade hub. Because look, I know that trade hub. If you saw me in my older videos, I was chilling with the regular Gojo. Now I got Almighty Gojo. Now I got Almighty Igris. Now I got Demon King with Sonic. Like, come on, I got this donated, if I'm being honest, so thanks, a shout out to Tim. But like, what I'm trying to say is trading hub is the method in this game. Obviously, realistically, it shouldn't be like, but look, it's anime defender, it's not anime adventures, okay? So trading hub is the way, but Robux is also the way. I know people that have spent 10k Robux. I know 3 people that spent 10k Robux and got a Shadow Dragon. Does that mean you should go for it? My opinion, I'm not giving you financial advice, yeah? Just for any purposes, yeah? But if you want to risk it, you can risk it. If you got the Robux, if you got the excess cash, do it. But if you're young, you know, you gotta ask your mom for the money, stuff like that, just don't do it. Trust me, it's really not worth it. It's really not worth it. But if you're older and, you know, feeling a bit cheeky, go on it. But don't do too much, in my opinion. I genuinely don't recommend spending too much on this. It's not worth it, man. At the end of the day, he's mad, don't get me wrong. But a couple of weeks time, I don't think he's gonna even be all that. If I'm like, he'll be good, don't get me wrong, but it's not worth the money, man. Honestly, if you got insane amount of Robux, you're a developer, or you're just some Roblox trillionaire, Venezuelan trillionaire, yeah, then go on. But I don't recommend it too much, but it's up to you at the end of the day. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I know this video, genuinely, it was useful, but not the most useful thing in the world. You're probably hoping I said some groundbreaking method, but look, this update is what it is with this update. You just gotta wait till next week, and also wait till my anime last time video. But yeah, Until then, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace.